Hello everybody, welcome to my next documentary. Today we speak of Arthur Brown, an innovative madman, who released his first album in the late 1960s called The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Hits like Fire, I Put a Spell on You, Fire Poem, which is also amazing, and it's sort of a part one to Fire, and then you've got Nightmare, and all others on this album you have to go and see for yourself. A lot more. It's an amazing album. This was his first self-titled, his band. Arthur Brown had a very innovative look back in 67 and 68. I don't think anyone had seen anyone quite as mad as him. And I certainly haven't listened to a band or a man that is quite as mad as him, and I say that in the best way possible. His shows are on fire, up until today. You can see his recent shows on YouTube. Fucking mad. I love it. Back in those times you had the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper, Cream, Wheels of Fire, you had The Who, My Generation, and then you had, Moby Grape. You had all these bands, but out of what I've listened to, because I haven't been back in the 60s myself, but what I've listened to, I've never had someone quite as mad as Arthur Brown. His makeup, black and white, and a blistering fire on top of his head. This shocked people, but for the better. In an interview he says, "I'm not there to terrify people, I think it does them good in the right circumstances." He's absolutely insane. A lot of people have been inspired by Arthur Brown. We're talking Alice Cooper, Kiss, etc.
So it's a bit dead, and we're trying to introduce theatrical techniques, any technique that evokes a response,
Well, what sort of response?
Well, a positive response, or a strong response.
But I mean, if the audience get up and start dancing, is that a good response, or?
Yeah, or if they sit there enthralled, or if they hurl bottles, which they sometimes do, I must admit. This isn't for me a good response, but at least it's a response. It indicates that they've come up against something which is so strongly against what they're usually confronted with, that they must respond in the way which is for them the most violent, and which is for me the most stupid.
The original band included Vincent Crane on organ, Hammond organ, Nick Greenwood on bass, Dratchen Thieker on drums, and also Carl Palmer as well on drums. Both, I assume, at different times playing the drums. Carl Palmer does amazing drum solos. Well, not a particular drum solo I've heard, but when he's playing with the band, amazing, just amazing, on fire, literally, because they did a song called Fire. Fire. People say the madman Arthur Brown disappeared into obscurity after this, but I believe no such thing. He appears in the Tommy film 1975 singing "Eyesight to the Blind," where he sings an absolutely extraordinary verse. I don't know if I'm allowed to play that for copyright. I'm a bit worried about playing Tommy songs, the Tommy soundtrack, because it could be heavily copyrighted, and I'm sort of on my last streak of it. My account could be gone. Anyway, he also made a few albums in the 70s, but he's still kicking off now. So, this is the story, or my version of his story, or what I've seen on the internet. I can't say it's all true, but this man is, in my opinion, innovative. I hope you enjoyed this documentary about him. I plan to make more about other people who inspire me, in my opinion. So I hope you all have a good week, good evening, and take care. Goodbye.